Yeah, what a big setup, you arseholes. Typical, innit? Thank you for deliberately making sure there's a Care Act so-called vulnerable audio. Yes, Sarah, thank you. My mate just come rushing over to help me. Takes me ages to get up my door in my wheelchair. And you deliberately made sure I was on my own with a bloody stranger I don't know in one's area in UK at 2 o'clock to see the reaction of my body language using NLP. So F off. Don't ever bother me again. You put everything in writing in the offer contract. That's all these bloody stalkers, all the harassment for months to offer vulnerable disabled people in the United Kingdom so-called Care Act assessment 2014. It's meant to be personal-centred Care Act assessment. Really? I don't think so. So my gut feeling knew this would happen. And my mates are busy caring for me, you dickheads. You're so insensitive. You're a bunch of evil pieces of you-know-what. During the hours, I never do anything, you know this, until after 1 o'clock. In the middle, caring for me at 12 o'clock. Do you really want to put me at risk again, do you? Voiceability, Northamptonshire, Total Voice, Service Manager. And your individual female, I'm not going to mention who she is. Voiceability National Charity, the CEO will get to hear about this. Oh yeah. I shall put a counterclaim in for damages. And I will to Teresa Grant, the CEO, Director, Northamptonshire County Council, Limited Company, Olympics Care Services Limited Company, Catherine Ainshaw, Managing Director. Don't you think I know? I was willing to work for the new offer today. But what? Suddenly during this meeting, this care advocate can't be here. What the effing is a care advocate meant to be for vulnerable disabled people? To assist them. In statutory law, you breach duty of care. The public servants, deliberately. Yeah, seriously disgusting. Excuse my bluntness, but you don't do this to people. My private life friends. Don't need to explain my personal life to you. This is reference to how public servants treat vulnerable people. Again, and this is just one area, the United Kingdom. Yeah, I know. My mate's going to take me now. Be safe. To relax. And we'll make sure you don't read your emails, do you? The emails set out my terms and conditions to offer goods and services. Oh, well, you just ignore that, don't you? Target the vulnerable. You got no morals. You got no standing. You got no ethics. What? Because I caught you out lying before. Excuse me. So, the offer of 31st of the 10th, 2018 by the former social worker who for these months, if I hadn't ended up in hospital last year, if I hadn't, go and look back at this channel on videos of housing disrepair. I'm in a noisy area where there's a bunch of people coming home from work and a bunch of horns going off. You don't realise with a lot of shouting of people going on, all over the body. I can't see any physical disabled people right now in front of me. There's homeless people. Let people go about in a daze, don't give a shit. They're all out for each other. And that's all these employees are. In public sector services, in third party companies on behalf, because there is no independent advocacy. All these cams around, yeah? You trespass anywhere near my home, my private dwelling, and I cannot sue. Don't you think I don't know how to do that? So you got the reaction, did you? You wanted. I don't give a shite. I really don't give a monkeys. You're a disgusting piece of... I can't put any words to it. It's not worth it. I raise above this. I will raise above this. This gives me more ammunition. I've got the physical evidence. You don't like the fact that I've got the evidence of... What's the point? I've got the details who you are. So, we're going... You want to offer an OT assessment in my home? I don't think so right now. Not after today. I made that clear today. So, Sarah Ansell, yeah? You're still working. To hear all this kicking off, targeting the vulnerable. Sarah, a female called Sarah, she still works in Olympics Care Service Limited. She's behind certain things. Carrie, Rachel, we've got other. Kath, there's a female that knows my family. Yeah. Talk about NLP, psychological traumatising the vulnerable. You've got also a female called Emma still working in a job since 2012 for 6 years. Yeah. You've got the director of, oh, by the way, the NASS Limited folded on the 31st of 7, 2018. Oh, what? You got the director of operations as a job coach. They're pushing the vulnerable when they cannot do things. I have tried to do things. So, when I mentioned the word LGSS Law Limited, that is the lawyers. I will be emailing you. I will be effing emailing you, Katie Brown. You think you can get away with this to me, to vulnerable disabled people, and target them, set them up? The Hub Cafe, 2 o'clock today, 23rd, 11th, 2018. You call that an effing care assessment of the vulnerable disabled people? I don't think so. So, I'm in the middle of getting care, right? Let me go to this old phone that don't effing work. Right. I'll just text you. And the service manager in my area, she's been at this unlawful targeting me for months during the summer. Right. At 12:10 today. Hi, I've received your email. It was a bit late when that was sent yesterday at 8:15 in the afternoon. The email, let me get the email stating my terms and conditions to offer goods and services today, shall we? You're messing about with the wrong individual. Right. I'm doing this not just for me. This is for all disabled people that are being pushed down the garden path, so to speak, unlawfully, being targeted unlawfully. And the human rights abuses. They was doing this deliberately today. Let me just get the email. Right, here is the evidence on my mate's phone. And I have to shout because we're dickheads around here that are shouting their heads off. Excuse my French. Oh, I've been drinking the Kool-Aid or something. Excuse my expression. Street theatre. Sad. Okay, excuse me. Because when it goes past, I have to shout when they are very loud. Terms and conditions referenced in line with Section 9 of Statute Law, Care Act 2014, to Claire. I won't mention the social worker's surname because it's not her fault. Right, Northamptonshire County Council, before the phone dies on me. Here we go again. There's a lot of... These dumbed down people do not give a monkeys what real people go through. A certain younger age group. Right, so I'm in a public street trying to do this and it's difficult, so bear with me please. Right, I won't read it all. Look at Section 9, what the disability lawful reasonable adjustments are. Equality Act 2010, they've all breached that by the way. The limited company, it's not government, here we go. Anytime I stop to do anything, there's always all this around me, so bear with me. Okay, So the Northamptonshire County Council has already been in the news for overspending public purse again, over millions again, today's press. Right, Northamptonshire Limited Company, Northamptonshire County Council Limited Company, reference number UC 04071168. Head office, 1 Aintree Street, 4 Aintree Square, Northampton, UK. There is this female called Sue. She is a team manager known as Short-Term Embeddlement Team South. It is a limited company. Try to fool me, that's not. It is in company's house, public knowledge this. Olympus Care Services Limited, company number 07818958, first floor, Olympus House, Billingbrook Road, Northampton. I have the evidence of the physical harm since 2012. Personal injury, I will sue now. It's stuck in my bag. I can't get the other phone out and it's not safe to do so in a public area. I will bloody sue. Right, so due to the lack of response for a counterclaim offer and a lot of people coming by me, so I'm going to have to shout with a shout. I really do believe they live in a different world than the real people that's going through so much United Kingdom. Due to the lack of response to the counterclaim offer and help of yesterday's my friend's helper email and offer this time what was previous offer by a previous social worker of the 31st of the 10th 2018 who left a job and left me in it with no support since, and weeks of leaving me at risk again, and this has been going on forever, all these past months by the way, in many areas. So basically, there's a lot more noise than people have no consideration for people around here. They just go, why do people have to shout next to each other when they walk about? Anyway, so I've been distracted here. So basically, trying to summarise this email best I can. I offered, if offered goods and services and how its employees already was offered to me to avoid the additional effects or risk to me, the extreme harm, alarm and overwhelming distress, well they definitely cause that again today. I shall require a change of offer of said service provider if offered. I mentioned there's another area in my area which is nationally known as statutory law. It's known as every town and city United Kingdom as CCG, like a clinical conditioning groups of public funded to get access to if you're medical grounds, which I do have, and I will be going down that avenue now. And it's also via the NHS Foundation Trust. There's for disabled people, you need to really look what other alternatives are out there. So that is a different stream via the NHS England funded Better Healthcare Fund. That was put in the email. And my choice is safe offer goods and services to be offered and care planning reference the Care Act 2014. I already reported additional evidence, and this is what did it, I presume. I already offered additional evidence to hand of what happened to me before. I can't change what's happened, but to make clear that it's prevented from happening again, this is what I require. So in the email, I set out the unlawful discrimination, the disinformation, whom I've experienced already in the past, and to aid me to move forward. As already, there was an email yesterday, there was a date of Wednesday, that was the day before of this email, 21st 11th 2018, the late evening. That's the only time my private friends trying to care for me could do emails. Proven evidence a new office social worker had access, or are they aware of how my daily lifetime, daily disability affects me? To avoid overwhelming psychological distress affects an already reduction in joint, physical and states other types of mind disabilities. To affect trying to get out my door, coping with travelling outside my own and certain location where I was today. To inquire if she knows about this, to assist me and myself with a new employee, as it was stated what I was originally going to be offered. Of, as I said, the date of that last email by the public servant, 31st of 10th, 2018, to ring the offer of United Kingdom, it's known as Department of Works and Pensions public servants, who stopped the offer of disability living allowance that was still meet the criteria, because the certain private limited company, and people behind me are moving things about very loudly, so please bear with me, raise my voice. So therefore, that previous female called Evie, what she said in the email, and what was happening before that, this new female social worker had not left the notes, has not been informed by her line manager called Sue, deliberately, because Sue's behind things in 2017. No intention, there was not any intention to offer the lawful due processes, or offer again in advance, as disability law services and their website, disability rights website, states clearly on the internet, you can research, anyone can research this, in statutory law, advanced written questions of what's to be required of if one is offered in statute law B9 Care Act Assessment 2014, full Care Act Assessment. That wasn't happening today either again. And it was previously printed out. This has been going on since the 1st of June 2018, by the way, and in the format of CD. That's breach, discrimination, this is breach of human rights as well. And that individual I met today, she meant well, there's nothing against her, she's just doing her job. But it's those ones that she works for. I required confirmation. It went into more details. I'm not going to read all the email, I'll be here forever. And I said, I require this offer as soon as possible, before 1 p.m. tomorrow, at 23rd 11th 2018, and that was today, Friday. If not, I shall, on offer tomorrow, a meeting first, require Claire, and this female called Claire, assist me to call the DWP. If she states she's informed not to assist me on this, only on the Care Act assessment process, this is not what the previous social worker had emailed me and offered. I do not consent to anyone change the term of offer, said counterclaim offer email offer, on a decision of a services already made. And that's what's happened today, basically. If you are required to make full disclosure on terms and conditions of re-offer, and who's made key decisions on how and what to offer to myself to date, therefore what first-hand knowledge of the truth, of the facts, has been recorded to date. Reference yesterday's email set out on the document attachment my friend sent on my behalf. Confirm the time offer of funding of voiceability in Northamptonshire via the area office employee, I won't state who she is, and not again limited to just 2 hours, purely just to claim complete the Care Act assessment 2014 2 hours, question mark. Nobody got back to me. To avoid the same experiences that caused me a serious impact via her line manager before, her line manager did this and made sure this applicant didn't turn up out of spite, because I caught her lying on an email to me and my sister going back at the end of June 2018 about funding and offer services then, and the emails of evidence I've got then. She still hasn't been held accountable by the head office of Voiceability Limited, the CEO. They cover it up, and this is how they treat people, because they just care about funding their services, their employees, and helping the vulnerable disabled people. I expect the Care Management Department of the Adult Health Social Care to refrain from this via its offer social care manager. If it's implied in an email already, this is why this care applicant also didn't turn up, because of this email. I caught them out. I went along because I knew I'd be ambushed. in the way that's happened today. I knew I was going to the Lion's Den, and it wasn't going to be in my best interest at all. But I showed my good faith and honour. I was in honour always. So, but as again, this email, I was only going to be supported on a 2-hour only basis, and again, there's no response to this email to confirm what was offered on the phone yesterday. And this is a female I called under duress on Wednesday the 23rd of the 11th 2018 at 3 p.m. in the afternoon. If you don't think something's going on for other people, not just me, there's a lot of people hopping around me, so bear with me. So offer additional time and date for Care Act assessment meeting too, as my right to keep process time to in line with my ability to be able to cope. And have you already also been offered to only one meeting to date? And do not rush this, as experienced before. And offer or is it just to offer complete one-off Care Act assessment, because this is not correct, in 2 hours, to avoid again, and I repeat what I just said, and then I'll just make it quite clear to the nature ones, joint physical other disabilities. As discussed, I did advise to correct facts on this before. So I'll mention who, again, this female could sue: the line manager, the public funded employee, director of the adult house social care, who I saw on the 6th, and they don't like this as well. I didn't even know, my mate was with me, we went to a public meeting, the 6th of 11th 2018, around the corner, where it was absolutely made clear they have no funding whatsoever. They're struggling. And they denied, they put the blame back onto me, this female. Oh, you're causing this delay, oh, you're this, oh, you're that. Well, I set the record straight, it was not the fact, fully rebutted. So basically, it made it clear in this email yesterday, and what's the time it was sent. It was sent on Thursday, yesterday's date, at 7 p.m. in the evening. So all morning this individual had time, because she works on a Friday, Wednesday, Thursday and Friday. And she does email after her working hours, by the way. And this social worker did email before at 9:50 a.m. after working hours. The same procedure and signs of behaviour previously by previous social worker before. I gave that a miss, and I was given the benefit of the doubt to this new female social worker. I won't be doing that again. So this email went to this public servant, well, she is known as a care advocate. Did you see? I did not see your text. I have a different phone number. Oh, if that social worker had called you, wouldn't you get that number off her then? And I was polite and courteous. And basically, had and why did you not get this off her? And you failed to attend to support me today, and the date and the time of that. I've left trying to cope alone with this only when this female social worker said you were trying to contact me. That's only when I looked at this old phone that doesn't really work.
Understand?
And there's a lot of activity around me, so I'll keep this short now. So basically, I checked this because I got this broken phone out, and I showed that a female called Claire, and I said I can only read texts, I can't respond on that phone at all. So my mate came over and helped me text this female today back, and obviously in time before she finishes the advocate finishes her job, and this was done at 10 to 5 in the afternoon. She don't finish work till 5:30. She's ignored the text deliberately. So my conditional acceptance offer. My conditional acceptance offer and the letter offer. You see, I was so distressed I couldn't even bloody typewrite. My mate tried to send it for me. So this was a reference of today's date. And it's the area the location where this area office is based and code to a service manager. And this is at 4:45 in the afternoon today. I had my friends to email you in this email. I had to text my friends because of the extreme panic attack, the harm, the alarm, stress that caused me because of your negligence. In my medical notes, the NHS England funded medical practice, men and women, private medical notes are fully aware of what my diagnoses are and how this affects me. It's deliberate today, it were. And this basically the outcome of the effect of what they wanted to achieve today. Well, you saw it firsthand, didn't you? There's certain public servants out there. Anyway, I've got the evidence. I'm not going to say how of the conversation that took place. It's private, and I'm in my lawful right to keep that private, and I will be having a transcript of that conversation today, and that will be going to the CEO. 3 companies, and put them on notice in terminology I will go into another time. And you'll be served a notice not to trespass anywhere near my own. And I will copy every document I've had before, the proof of evidence of what I know about contract law, in conjunction with statutory law. You want to make people really, really unwell. And what they're trying to do is get a negative reaction. This is all sent without prejudice. And this video is made without prejudice. This is ordinary men and women who out just to cause unlawful harm, alarm, distress to vulnerable, disabled people. This is not just me this happening to. So, I shall keep this video at the moment as unlisted, limited. The previous video is private, and once I get home, with my friend's help, right now, we're just waiting for someone else to help her, this will switch off for the rest of the evening. So I suggest check out contract law, disability rights as well. Disability rights, let me just get the website, .org.uk. Just going to get the website up for anybody who'd like to know and learn what your rights are in statutory law as well as contract law. 5 to 6 now. Okay. So let me go into where. So here we go. It's all public sector services in the United Kingdom targeting the vulnerable people. Right, there's a website. That's what to look for. Disability rights as well. And we just go on to fact sheets and guides. So basically, let me just go down, see any news articles that might be relevant to the stream. So let's have a look. Reference to disability, the history of, well, I'm not going to go scroll everything down. Just go and check the website out. There's a lot of interference, a lot of noise. It's not the best place to talk right now. I'm going to go, as my friends are helping me. I'm signing out.